A day that is historic in nature, but one that should never have occurred, and that is this House, which is set right now, going through the procedures on the full House floor to vote on 2 articles of impeachment against President Trump. It means likely that by the end of the day, the president will be impeached on both of these articles, and all reporting has indicated that the Democrats do have enough votes to do that. Now, there are questions about how many defections there will be from the Democrat Party. There's reportedly none from the Republican Party.
This morning's debate, Jordan, has been on the rule to govern debate. So you've heard of a lot of debate that might sound like debate on the merits, but it was actually debate on the rules. They are about ready to approve that rule, Jordan, and it looks to me like there's going to be 3 Democrat defections. We can walk through them in a moment. But then, Jordan, it sets up 6 hours of debate equally divided between the sides, as well as unlimited time for the leaders. And, you and I have watched these a lot of times, Jordan. There will also be some interplay, some lost time in the middle there. So I actually think it's going to be 8 o'clock or after on the East Coast before a final vote comes on impeachment.
The articles of impeachment, if you look at them, they are not grounded in wrongdoing. They are grounded in the active imagination of congressional leaders. It's important to note that Congress was prepared, particularly when the Democrats took control of the House, to impeach this president. So it was more or less guaranteed. And so it's also important to note that many Democrats supported the impeachment of President Trump before he was inaugurated. So before he could commit high crimes and misdemeanors. So this is all nonsense, largely created out of the fertile imagination of Adam Schiff.
The interesting aspect of this is, will the House then move it over immediately to the Senate? Then you and I were talking about this before we went on the air. There's this rumbling. I still don't buy it, but there's this rumbling out there that was started by Professor Lawrence Schreiber from Harvard, that maybe what they do is pass articles of impeachment and then don't bring the articles over to the Senate. Use that as some kind of ploy to negotiate a better terms for their hearing.
I actually think it could happen at least for a few days, Jay. The way that would happen is after the 2 articles are voted on, both articles are going to be voted independently. The House then has to pass a privilege resolution which names the managers and then formally sends it over to the Senate. In theory, Speaker Pelosi could not hold that vote. Back during the Clinton impeachment, Jay, that vote happened about 10 minutes after the fact. Could she hold it for a few days to try to give Leader Schumer some negotiating leverage? Yes, she could. Here's the one prediction I would make, though, Jay. There's no way she's going to hold that out for months and months.
I expect the Senate, if and when given the chance, will raise that bar once again and rebuke the House for a number of reasons, but one, because of this new bar that they're trying to set for impeachment for policy and political reasons, which is why the founders debated whether or not to even put in this procedure in the Constitution, but also to put such a high threshold, which is why there has been no president. There have been 2 presidents that have been impeached by the House. Neither one of them were removed from office. They were both acquitted by the U.S. Senate because it requires that 2/3 vote.